Okay, what about now? Oh, there you go. That's some audio. That's some audio now. Right. There you go. Yeah. I got it. So it's a little low, isn't it? Is that better? No? That's crazy. What's going on? I was testing it earlier, and that was really nice. So, what about now? Is that better? It's working now. Good. Is that nice and clear for you guys? Sorry, that was a great start. Awesome. Yeah. It's not, quality-wise, not as good as I thought it would be. But we'll try. We give it a go. The right handles this out, of course. So let's see. Right. What I'm going to do today? Well, I was at work today, and I was about to pack something out to send to a client because they ordered a piece of ash, and those are not saw marks. Not saw marks. So I thought to myself, I kind of need this in my life. Yeah. So that poor client didn't get it. But you know, they not, you know, they don't know what they're getting because it's a web order and all that. So I think I might need the bigger jaws with this. Yeah. Because they haven't seen the timber they're ordering. They just order a piece of specific species, and then they and size, and then we just ship that out, and we just pick by random because that's what we do. But that one was just a little bit too nice, just to send out to some random, right? So I've been looking at this, and I want to make something with that. So of course we're going to make a beautiful ball. This is going to be the top of it. I'm not sure though. Should be the other way around. Yeah. It's because this is going to be the top. So we're going to get good grain out on the side, and there, maybe on the inside a little bit. Alright, so this is going to be the top. It does look a little bit sexy, doesn't it? Really nice and sexy. So. Okay, where are all my tools? So we're going to get this ball started. And because it is Christmas, it's going to be purple and yellow, because it's apparently Christmas somewhere in the world. No, we didn't. Not sure that. I'm sorry. We're expecting a shipment in January, but I actually think that it's not there with that shipment because he forgot to order it. But I'm not really sure. But as soon as it's in, I made you a promise, and I keep my promises. I will ship it to you. Don't you worry, mate. Don't you worry. So yeah. Okay. Gonna get that nice and sexy up. yeah, the mic came in a day early, so I'm really happy about that. No sound, no sound, no sound. We got sound now, people. Don't you worry. Finally, it will happen. It will happen. Don't you worry. It's just thank you for subscribing, Kicker. I appreciate you. And welcome in. So now the audio on this microphone is, the quality is better, but the filter on it is a lot worse. So you will hear the what you call it, dust extractor and everything just going off all the time. But yeah, we're gonna make a nice little bowl. So we do what I always do, start from the back side and I round it over from the back. I do this because if I go from the back side like this and push through, I don't get that much of a punishment with the tool and into the tool rest, which means it's a lot more gentle on the tools and my wrists and just everything. So that's really worth it in my opinion. Now the tool rest is rather low at the moment, but it helps me just dropping the tool down a lot more. Then I can get a good bevel contact on the heel on, twist the tool. As soon as I start cutting, you'll start lifting the back handle and rolling the tool. As you can see, it's rolling while I'm pushing it through. Now I'm lifting the handle, the backhand, a little bit more and pushing it forward, and that's how you make a curve with a push cut. Right, now you can already see this is really nice grain. It's coming through. I'm really going to enjoy that, that's for sure. And we're going to enhance that with a bit of colour, so don't you worry. It's going to look really good at some point anyway, I hope. So again, as you can see, I don't think about it, but I touch with the heel of my tool, and then I just lift the handle up and start cutting, and then I push it through. And here I don't have contact, that's why you get those ridges, as you can see now. Now when I say contact, I mean contact with the bevel to the wood. Now the worse contact you have, the more ridges you get. As you can see up here, it's really bad. Down here it's just the starting of the cut. So right now I'm not really worried too much about getting a good cut. I'm more worried about getting remove the timber and not getting in trouble. So the lathe is running about 8,000 RPMs, and that's not bad really. I can go faster and it would be alright, but you go with the speed that you're comfortable with. You don't go any faster than you're comfortable with, but I would recommend trying to go as fast as you feel comfortable with, because the faster you go with the lathe, the easier it is to cut. But don't go as fast as the lathe starts to vibrate. So if the lathe starts to vibrate, turn the speed down a little bit. Now just put the speed up around, I think it's 1100 RPMs. Line that up a little bit. As you can see, the difference between a good cut and a bad cut. Oh, this timber is beautiful. Look at that. You got stretch markets all over, man. That's just awesome. That's what we want. Right. So let's see if we go up a little bit more on the speed. Again, get the tool in position, start the cut, and start making it a round shape. That's a really good way. Let me show you. Now, if I were to cut with just the tip of my tool, this measuring, dropping the T. Thank you, man. See, now I was just cutting with the tip of my tool. I didn't have contact with this part, the flat part here, just the tip. Now you can see all the lines here. There are quite a few lines. That's because you don't have contact. Let me just get a fresh new tool that's just been sharpened, because we can, of course, sharp tools matters. Now let me do the same cut again, but trying to control my bevel. Just make sure we get good contact. Good contact will do two things. It will make sure that you get a nice cut, but it will also burnish the wood a little bit. So if you go high speed and really slow, you can get a really nice surface that don't really require any sanding, but it's just burnishing of the wood. It is not sanding. So you compress the fibers a little bit and kind of look at me. But look at that, really nice little surface. A little bit of sandpaper, that would be good. But that's not the finished shape of the ball that I want to make. So I'm just going to work a little bit towards the side and get the rest of this material off. So it is nice and round all the way, and I don't have any flat spots. So if you don't know if you have flat spots and you don't want to stop the lathe every time, what you do is you take your tool and you put it on top of it, and if it starts to, you know, jump around a little bit, it means you're not perfectly flat. You can also touch with your fingers. I wouldn't recommend it unless you're feel safe. So it's almost there, I feel. It's going to take like another 4mm cut here. This is kind of aggressive, but I still have a lot of material to get rid of, so I'm not too worried about that. Hello, Jordan. How you doing, mate? Mr. MTV family. Welcome in, buddy. It's been a while. Hope you're doing good. Good steel, yeah, well, the good steel, only thing good steel does is you don't have to sharpen that often. So that's basically what it is, really. So if you got really good steel, it just hold on it longer. So do you want to spend the extra money? Like a really good high-end tool will cost you about $100. Do you want to spend that because you don't want to sharpen every 10 to 20 minutes? Or can you live with sharpening more often? So if you can live with sharpening every 10 to 20 minutes, there are a whole range of tools that opens up to you that you can use, and without any issues that will work really well. So if the tool that you're buying is just marked HSS, there is a really high probability that that steel is standard high-speed steel called M2. And that steel will hold on edge for about 10 to 20 minutes. The good thing about M2 steel, it's really kind of cheap. You don't need anything special to sharpen it. So you can sharpen that with just any standard stone that you'll get on any grinder just about anywhere, which is pretty cool. As soon as you start to get into the M42 steel, now you will have a tool that will hold on edge quite a lot longer. You would not be surprised if that hold on edge upwards of 45 minutes. And that's really awesome, because sharpening is boring as hell. So, the problem is with that, you're going to need either a CBN wheel or diamond wheel to be able to sharpen that steel, because that's freaking hard. So there you go. Depending on how much money you want to spend, there's an option for you. So get the best tools you can buy, the best steels you can get. You also have to pony up with quite a bit of money for a grinding wheel. Unless, of course, you spend the money and you buy the Robert Sorby Pro Edge. Now, doing that will you can buy the what you call the wheels, sorry, the grinding. Sorry. I forgot it. You can buy the belts for it. Sorry. The belts. Well, you can get that with CBN or diamond on it. The diamond is expensive, but the ceramic ones is affordable and actually rather cheap. I think they go for just about $10 or so, and I mean that's not really bad. And then you'll be able to sharpen it. The problem with that being, you need to buy the fucking tool first, the first sharpening system, and that costs a pretty penny. So you're damned if you do, and you're damned if you don't. Let me just dish this out a little bit. I want to have a foot on this. So we're going to do this nice. There you go. So let's see. Yeah. I'm going to come back and refine that foot at the end. I just need to make sure that I can get rid of this little indentation here from my live center. So I'm going to come back and work on that. But for now, I think we are close. Going to take this in a little bit more. And I think we're good. Yeah, that's good. That's nice. That is nice. It's always nice to have extra chucks laying around, right? Now to get this off the worm screw, I'm going to need to muzzle this a little bit. So you're not completely done with the outside yet, but that's fine. I should probably decide what I want to do for decorations before I do anything more and more stupid. So get this back on. There we go. So I should start decorating that outside, shouldn't I? Because that's really the show of this ball. I mean, I could leave it blank and do the inside. What do you guys think? Should I decorate outside or inside the ball? Red, yeah, I didn't ask the colour. So of course you're going to say red. Hello, Depression Talks. Welcome in. No, you're welcome, dude. I'm happy to see you. I'm just focusing a little bit, sorry peeps.
Hey, Mike. Well, come in. Should we decorate the outside or the inside of the bowl? What do you guys think? I mean, it's got to be lovely no matter what. Outside, just because you're anxious not to, you don't want to spend the rest of the evening here. "45 minutes of the day job." Nice. I think we should do the inside. I think that's going to be have a lot more figure on it. So we're just going to hit this here a little bit with a 120. And if I'm doing it, I'm just watching and seeing that the entire outside of the ball gets an even surface. When I have that, I know I should have been sanded enough. Did you like the song I sent you, Michael? I didn't want to share it on the Discord without your approval, but you can share that if you want. Share away. Oh, you can just post it. That'll be fine. So I'll make a song for Michael. The Scotsman. The Scotsman. And I think it's cool. Hello, Whistle family. Now, imagine that people coming in are the most boring part. Mate, I hope you feel better soon. Everybody's leaving. That's alright though. Round him off, I did. Nice. There's nothing like a bit of wood turning that, you know, can get you back in the mood. Look at this grain. Look at that. That's why I think we're going to decorate the inside. Because the outside is a little bit less figured. Of course I'm going to do the entire bowl. I just don't think that, you know, I like the contrast. It does look really cool. And I saved it. It was about to go out to a customer, and I was just about to put it in the box, and I looked at it and I was like, hell nah. That's one for me. Thank you for subscribing, Russell. Hey, Boondock! Hey, mate! It's been quite a long time. I hope you're doing good, man. I really hope you're doing well. Now, I'm really bad with names, so
Some of you I can remember names of, some of you I knew the names of, and some of you I just forgot. Because my brain doesn't brain properly when it comes to stuff like that. And it's just who I am, and I do apologize for that. But you cannot change who you are. You can try, but you know, it's not going to help a lot, is it? There you go. I think we're going to get that one. Probably move that up a little bit. Alright. Lathe will do that to you. It will get you turning. So dude, if you ever need any advice or help with the lathe, if you're feel like I could do anything for you, just let me know, mate. I'll be happy to help you with anything, even like set up a little teaching session if you need that. But you know, that's all up to you. The offer is there, and I'm not going to charge you, so don't you worry about that. Yeah, we're all a community. We're here to help each other out, right? So there you go. Now there's a bit of sanding sealer, but yeah, it helps the grain pop a little bit. I mean, yeah. I mean, I've seen worse. I've seen worse. It's just beautiful, 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 beautiful. I mean, I thought that maybe I should do the cheeky thing and just do one colour and sand it back here on the outside. Just really cheeky. What do you guys think? Now, I know I just put sanding sealer on, but that could have been sanded off most of it anyway. Huh. Ooh, I can tone it. Yes, I can do that. Let me get a little bit of, I think 240 sandpaper will do. Michael, could you do, if you're here, Michael, and add everybody in my Discord say that I'm live. I forgot to do it. Add everyone.
yeah, that's awesome. Wood turning is just, like, in my opinion, one of the best hobbies you can do. Oh yeah, now I know exactly what to do. Right. So we're going to start up with the purple.
Okay. Now it's going to go into I think, orange. Right. Now purple into red, into orange, into yellow. So still have a little bit of the red left. And I just need to make sure that it is ready to go. I haven't prepared this because it's just an idea. Just got. Okay. Now, bear with me, because this is going to be cool when it's over, right? I hope. So let's see, I just need to make sure that it's going to dry. Okay, it feels dry. Now to sand a little bit. Okay. Now most of that colour just came off, which is okay. There you go. It's back. Sorry. I pushed the other end on the floor. So the receiver was actually gone. Nice. Sorry about that, peeps. Crazy thing is, I actually just tested this just before I went live. Because I didn't want any problems. But yeah, you can prepare all you want. Nothing he did say that, did he? Yeah, I know he did. There you go. Now it's working. Yeah, but don't trust everything Lion says. He just want my watch. Don't you worry about that. Yeah. Now, I'm not happy because I got a lot of sanding marks in this and I thought I didn't have. Which actually means I'm gonna have to take it off again. Right, you can probably see that if you look really closely, and I'm not happy. There, you see that? And here? I probably don't see that part, but it's really obvious about here. So I don't know what I could do about that to make it really good. We'll see. I think that's going to be alright. I think that's going to be okay. Hello, Matthias. Willkommen in. Hope you're doing good. Nah, mate, I don't like that. I want perfection. If it's not good enough, I will take the surface off and restart. So that's basically what I will do if I'm not happy. And trust me, I wouldn't mind that. But yeah, it looks really nice. It does actually look nice. Yes, exactly. Always try to do better. Just a little bit of a superfine steel wool. Just to, you know, get a good surface. And let's go with the high gloss lacquer. Not lacquer, sorry. Wax from Hampshire Sheen. When I run out of this, when I don't have any more, it's going to be the last. It's going to be the last end of an era, which is a shame. But you know, there are going to be other products out there I can use. Hello, whoever you are, ban something. I cannot pronounce that. Sorry about that, but it is what it is. I am from Scandinavia, and I can only read one alphabet. Now, this gloss wax here, you don't need that much of it. I think I maybe even be putting on a little bit too much. But you know, stuff are there to be used, in my opinion. Now that foot, I'm gonna like do something about that at the end. So I'm not too fussed about it. You can do that, but the steel wool I'm using is a lot finer. Now look at that magic. Now the lathe is running at 1700 RPMs, in that range. And I'm making sure to put some pressure on it, but not too much. You don't want to build up heat. That's why you move your hands around like this. Shiny, yeah. But we need to polish it a little bit more. Until I am happy, and I'm not happy yet. I have a little bit of residue. Maybe I should try with the clean side of the cloth. No, that didn't do anything good for it, I must say. Let me just see. Now that took all the shine away. I know. Don't you worry. Gonna apply a thin layer again. Now, and I need to go until I am happy. If I'm not happy, I will, there's something stuck in here. Redo it. I think that's a piece of cloth, not cloth, paper. And I don't want that. Is that wax? Yes, that is wax. Got a high content of canava wax, which is what makes it rather durable and shiny. The canava wax is actually what makes it shiny. The microcrystalline wax is what makes it fingerprints resistant. And this is a mix of both, with the more heavy on the canava wax. Hi Bettina. Welcome in. See if I can do this without getting a piece of paper stuck in the wax. I would really appreciate that happening. No, you're good. You're good, Depression. The more you ask, the better it is, really. What's better for wax oil? It really depends on what you want to do. If you want something that you can handle a lot, you want something that hardens, and you want to be able to dry it off, you're going to use an oil like a Danish oil or something that, you know, gives a really good resistance. But if you want something that's really shiny, you don't want lacquer, use a wax. If you want something that's going to be like a salad bowl, let's say we want to make this into a salad bowl, right? I need to put a really food-safe finish into it, something that you're actually going to be able to eat if you really wanted to. So that's going to be like if your mineral oils, like your food-safe mineral oil. If you want something to just, you know, depends. It really depends on what you want to use it for. So waxes are not easy to put on by hand and polishing in. So if you're not able to spin it or polishing up with a cloth or something, the wax is going to be not the best option. Maybe the Renaissance waxes and stuff like that would be alright, but they're not the most durable, but they're really nice. So you know, again, it all comes down to what you want to use it for. Thank you, mate. We got the working shag in here. So let me just give a shout out to everybody. Big Dog Woodworking, a fellow American, not a fellow, I'm not American, who does woodworking on his channel. Have a really awesome lathe, I know. And then we have just got what the outer, or whatever, the whacking shag in here. This dude, he does the most crazy stuff, right? His lathe is a little bit small for what he's trying to do, but he pushed that to the limit all the time. It's really awesome to see what he's able to get out of that. So that's a really good guy to watch. Who else we got in here? We did have Lion in here earlier, didn't we? Lion Fixes Shop, I think it's called. He does wood carving, like spoons and bowls, just all with his knife and an axe. Hello, Ghost. So let's see. Yeah, I'm not completely happy with that. It's not perfect, but you know, it's probably good enough for this. I mean, I can always like take it off again and do it again. Ah, ghost. Yeah. Thank you, mate. Actually, well, yeah, a little super chat or something would be nice, but to be honest, if you want to support me and actually just, you know, show me, give a thumbs up. But also, I have a membership on my channel. Now, that membership is less than £1, just about $1. It is the lowest amount you can possibly do. And I have 11 of you guys out here, so if you see anybody with star next to the name, they are the best people in the world. They're great. Not that I'm not appreciating everybody else who comes in and drops a little something here and there. I do. Drop a little something, and also just a like, little thumbs up. It's worth it. So that's really cool. So, there you go. That's the outside. Happy-ish with that. Get that off. Now we can get that onto the other end. Yeah. But I'm not sure which chuck I should use. Yeah, I'm just going to use this one. Yeah, he's a nice guy, isn't he? I like him. I think he's cool. He's so, you know, don't give a shit. You just got a new worm screw. You got a no name. Oh. To be honest, the best worm screws I've found is the one-way ones. Look at how coarse that thread is, and kind of fine. It really, really gets a nice hold. So yeah, that's what I will go for if, you know, I should get another one. But I don't need to, because I have two. Alright, so let's take this. Right, the thing is, should we just hollow it out and make it into a salad bowl? Or should we do the right thing and continue the colour schemes that I decided to use? But now we're going to have the fun part. Right, the fun part is the hollowing part. Now, I tried to slow this down for you guys, but, you know, you kind of get carried away, and you like to see those shaving fly. And, sorry, my ears are scratching. Alright, it's something you don't want to hear on a live stream, is it? Like that, but, you know, it is what it is. It felt good to scratch that ear. You know, if you have an itch. Okay. You've got to scratch it. And it runs really nice. So. Put the camera out now. I need to get that speed up. I like hollowing, like 2000 RPMs is a really nice hollowing speed. Now that happens if you're not paying attention, right? So what you want to do, you should want the tool
to point up towards like 12:30 or between 12:30 and 1 o'clock. And you want to have good contact with the tool. Otherwise, stuff like that will happen. Okay, I'm going to stop playing around and just get it done. Now, we want to stop before we got to there. Too close. Now we have the grooves that are left from the hollowing. We're going to utilise that and put the gouge in and just step it down like an inch per step, and we're going to come back and clean that all up later. All right. Now let me get a fresh gouge. Remember, your gouge, normal gouges hold an edge for about 10 to 20 minutes. Mine does a little bit longer, but you know, that's what you should expect from your gouges. I'm just going to step this down. And make sure that, you know, you stop every now and again and check out how deep you are. Right. And how would you do that? Well, one way is to go from the top, take a set of calibers, and you watch the edge here until it's just go by. And push it out until it hits the end, and just make sure that it's right there. There you go. That way you just hold it up and see, oh well, I got a lot more to go, don't I? So we can go. And the tube just fell out of my helmet because I haven't properly put it in place. But yeah, so we're good now. Now I'm going to finish this off by, oops, sorry, I'll get that in. Just going all the way in for every cut. Because now we're going to start to overextend a little bit on the tool. I'm going to start to follow the curve on the outside with the tool here on the inside. Now, as you can see, I'm able to achieve a reasonable good surface without sandpaper. No, that's not the combination ball. The commission ball. I don't have a commission ball actually. I have a commission for some grinders. So now we're getting close. But that's about it really. Now I'm going to take my bottom gouge. Now, as you can see here, I have a 60-degree bevel up here on the top, and it's really short. The back side here is 35 degrees, which means I'm going to ride on this top part here, the small part, which means I can go around corners really easy. It also means, because this is a really, really big one, let me show you that in comparison to a half inch. That is a half inch. This is almost an inch. 4/5 of an inch, or maybe over. 6/7. 6/7. Fuck that. 6/7 of an inch, or something like that. It's 21 millimeters for the rest of the world that knows how to do measurements. Let me just try to zoom that in a little bit. I talked about doing a ball swap with Lions. So I make a ball for him and he makes a ball for me. I think that could be cool. Now remember, I'm just riding that small little bevel. So the more steady I can do with this, the smoother the surface is going to be. I think we did alright. It's not perfect, but it's not too bad. I mean, for freshly cut surface, I can live with that. I still have some uneven spots and I want to make it a little bit. Now I don't want it to make it too thin. I'll try to make this a little bit more even. Now, you don't go from the inside and out with the scout. This is only one way of one direction. Okay, so let's see, just trying to get that knob off. There you go. Now I have a little bit of a ridge here. It's not a lot, but I just need to get rid of it. Okay, so let's see. I think that's all right. Got some pretty good figure down here. I think we're ready to sand and round the edge a little bit. Not round, I think I'm not going to round it. I'm going to make it like kind of sharp, but with a little bit of downward slopes on it. Thank you, mate. I appreciate that. Now, I'm not the world's best wood turner, but I know enough to be able to get into trouble. But yeah. Yeah, I think that's alright. Now we're going to work it a little bit with sandpaper. But when you hear it now, just have a look. Now, it's a really nice layer down there. It's not the biggest one I had, but you know, it's trouble is good, lol. Yeah, probably. There you go. Okay, so now we can sand that a little bit. Get that away because I'm done with that for now. Get my sanding disc out. I think I can do this with just 120. I hope. That is ash. Quilted ash. And yeah, I think it's one of the better pieces that I had. Now it's going to work nicely with the salt and pepper grinder. Sorry, I made. Now they're not done because my wife hasn't made up her mind about colour on the salt one. Hello. Now I just need to put on my belt. I forgot to do that. My son, luckily, he brought it to me. No, that's alright, Michael. That belt is what keeps me going at the moment. If I don't have it, yeah, it's not well for me. But you know, I'm not a new model, so that there, and then just those two, and I'm going to be okay for another hour maybe. Oh yeah, that pain just went away, which is good. Okay. in case you didn't know, the Amazon link for your respirator comes at either, it should be 1800 Danish, which should be how much that it's about 240 euros, 230, 40 euros, in that range. It's not Amazon link, mate. It's not the Amazon link. It's the link I put in the Discord. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of that, Michael. It's not that one. So it's a link I put in the Discord a little while back. Oh yeah, well yeah, I didn't update that, so I'm sorry. I made a mistake there. Thank you for letting me know, mate. Yep, I'll see you, Matthias. Thank you for dropping in. I have a problem because it feels like something's not right. Okay, I think that's better. So let's just get some finer grits. This is now 180. Let's see. Turns out, yeah, we talked about that, Michael. So yeah, but you should still be able to get his products in Britain or the UK. So I think you should be okay. And I would recommend getting most of your stuff from him and supporting him as much as you can. Yeah, I can imagine that. No. You can get it from there. Like, you can get it from him. Still can. I'm not sure how it is, but you can still get it from him, private label wise or something. But yeah, I think he sells some of his stuff as a private label on the, at events when he's out. And if you can get some of that stuff, I think you'll be good. But we don't know.
So I think I'm done sanding, which is nice. Yeah, okay. Now, I would love to get my hands on a couple of crates of his Danish finishing oil. Because that stuff, yeah, it's amazing. And people really want it over here. It's the best finish for tabletops that you can get. Because yeah, so if you're building custom tables or something, the best thing you can do is get some of Martin's Danish finishing oil. It is amazing. It will repel anything. Finishing oil, I said, yes. I don't know. I have a tin of it somewhere. I just don't know where it is right now. Okay, so now we're going to do the exactly same thing in here that we did on the outside. Just start with the purple. I'll get you some. Thank you, mate. Or should we go the other way around with another colour in there? Nah. Is it? Oh, it's right and dry. I think I'm going to be alright there. That's another thing. As soon as this is out, there's nothing more coming in, and it's all empty. So we're going to have to find alternatives, which I have for some of it, but not all. Okay, so now it's need to dry. Sand back. And at the yellow. Go. That was the last of that battery. It's alright though. Hello, new beginning. This is not maple, it's ash. And we call it, over here we call it quilted. But that's alright.
It's a lovely piece of timber in my opinion. Or maybe not quilted, curling. That's what I think they would classify it as. What was that, Michael? Mikey Mike? What did you send? Ooh, fancy. That's nice. How are you doing, mate? Are you alright? I'll be doing good. Glad to see you here, man. Welcome in. Yeah, it's ash. So it's not maple. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, you normally see stuff like that in maple, but this is ash. You can see the grains a lot more. It's a lot more visible, so that's why it's ash. But it's still a nice piece of timber. Oh. Gotta love the airbrush. Yeah, man, get yourself into Discord. If you don't know, I have a Discord server. Like, we try to help each other out as much as we can in there. It's free for all. It's just there to enjoy life and have fun. And a lot of people's willing to help a lot in there. So it's well worth it for anybody to jump in. The description is in my channel. There's a link directly to the Discord. So you just click that link and it will take you straight there. It's nothing fancy pantsy about it. It's just straight up. Yeah, I'm not sure. Unless you're on a PC, you cannot click that link. If you're on a PC, go ahead and click that. Enjoy it. If you're not on a PC, sorry. No, you cannot. Just go to my channel, my YouTube channel.
Just under the top picture, there's something that says more, and you click on that. There's a whole thing of links coming out. One of them would be the links to the Discord. And that'll take you straight into my channel. And I'll be happy to see as many of you there as possible. Hey, welcome, dude. Welcome in, man. Depression. Yeah, and I must warn you, Michael is there a lot too. Just be warned. Nah, it's good, man. We all have fun there. But, you know, the best part of it is I have access to make fun of Michael 24/7. Even though I don't... probably should say a little bit more. I really appreciate everything that Michael does for everybody in the woodturning community. He's just there on every stream, posting links, hyping up the chat and all that. He's just a really good person. And I made a song for him. So, if you haven't done it yet, Michael, you can post that in the general chat. Yeah. We're all here to chew gum and have fun. Yeah, I did see that, Depression Talks. Welcome in, mate. Why'd you call yourself Depression Talks? By the way, it's a bit strange name, isn't it? Yeah, I did see you got in there. Welcome in, mates. Appreciate that. Now, in the Discord, there's of course the big woodworking community, but there's also other people there. So if you're into just hanging out and talking with people, maybe playing a little bit of video games as well, or anything, there are voice chats there. Oh, that's nice. The voice chats are free for everybody to use whenever you want and just hang out. Normally I hang out there just about this time I end. But today I decided I want to make this bowl because I think it's awesome. You posted it? Yeah, mate. It's great, isn't it? Yeah, if you need a theme song, mate, I have I think I can get that done for you. Not just a thank you song, theme song. Look at it! Or anything, like a tune for an intro or something. Just tell me what you want it to sound like, how long you want it, what kind of instrument you want, and I can get that done with or without lyrics. Well, you can do this without an airbrush. You don't need an airbrush for this. But with the airbrush, it's just a little bit. You use a little bit less paint or coloring. So I mean, it could be. It's worth it for that, just for that for me. But yeah, airbrush are nice. No, it have been ordered. So it's on the way. I think it's going to arrive in probably this week or maybe next week. The thing is, right, when we make an order down there from that company, that supplier, it is it's normally like between $6,000 and $7,000, like $5,000 or $6,000 US. So the largest order I have seen there was like 10,000 US that we made. So yeah, we collect. So we just get a shipment from them every 1.5 months or so. Yes, you could. You could. And a lot of people do that. The problem with the rag thing is it takes up a lot of paint just in the rag. So you're going to waste a lot of paint in like doing that. But yeah, of course. This is not special or difficult in any way. I only use the airbrush because it uses a little bit less paint. And it's something that we had laying around at this company that I work at. So I just picked one up. And they were cheap. Like, really cheap. I don't think actually he like charged me anything for it. So, but I did went out and buy the regulator and the little bottles and other stuff and hoses and all that stuff. So Hello, Nikolai. Hello, Marius. Oh, come in. You're late, Nikolai. An hour and 45 minutes late. But welcome in, mate. Good to see you. Yeah, you can do that. It's just going to be a little bit more kit moving forth and back. But you know, it should be alright though. They're not too expensive on Amazon or whatever. But yeah, if you get that without the small compressor on it and just get a regulator, it's going to be a little bit more stable. Also, when you use the paint, if you use a compressor and it only kicks on when you use it, it sputters a little bit. I mean, it's not a big deal, but it will do that. Yeah. But with a normal compressor, it will not sputter like that. You know, you just get a nice, even thing. The thing is, like, you need to make sure that you clean the pots. To shake the pots before you use them every fucking time. And you clean the... Yes, you can do that, Depression. You can even do that in the Discord. Now, my community is all about sharing. So the more people share, the bigger we grow. And I'm not opposed to that. And I think what you have to offer... I think what you have to offer and what you're talking about and what... Yeah, no, it's fine. All about sharing. Go ahead, mate. There you go. Go and join that Discord. If you want someone to talk to. And hang out. Thank you, Michael. Yeah, what do you guys think? Is that not cool? I don't know what's cool if that's not cool. The only thing is I'm not too keen about is that line there. But yeah, I should have paid more attention. But yeah, you go. Oh, look at it. Yeah. I have my wood, and that's why I don't have no. No, I'm gonna leave it like that. That's what I'm gonna say. Yeah, it's really beautiful. Ash. Curled. kill the ash. Now I need to do something about this bottom here, so I'm just going to do that straight away. You see a little bit of third wall there. Nah, don't you, mate? You know, you need to have the timber to be able to do that. You need to have some quilted ball blanks to be able to do stuff like that. So if you have that, sure, it's not a big deal. But if you don't have it, yeah. But yeah, that's not a bad piece, is it? There we go. Look at the bottom camera. Oh, very nice. And then the top one. There we go. Well, yeah, you can get timber, wood. But getting wood like that, you know, it's like one in every 50. So it's a little bit more of a luck thing. Let's call the same thing up here. The pink. So Pingiona. There's some sport in it too. I don't think it has any sport in it. This one. Two, three, that one. Oh, you figured tulip wood does. Okay. That's not too bad then. I mean, a little bit of figure, a little bit of spalting. That's nice. The spalting could make it a little bit difficult to work, but you know, should be alright. I know you can do that. And how's the audio? It's a lot of background noise, or how is it? Is it alright? Bit of background, but not bad. Well, the background is the dust extractor. So that should take care of most of it, if I'm not mistaken. And then I have that one running. So oh, did I make a mistake? I think I did. Oh, that's so annoying. Yeah, I didn't put them close enough. Wasn't a problem, very subtle. Yeah, but it's there, wasn't it? You up late? Yeah, it's almost 11 o'clock now. And I need to go empty the dishwasher and fill it and start it again. Because it wasn't running this night, because we normally started at night. So when I got home, it was full, and now we've got dishes from their supper all over the place. So I just need to do that. I promised my wife I would. So. And a little bit more squeaking. Almost done. Sorry about this. Yeah, it's sorry Nikolai. I did see that when you wrote it. The burl piece I had behind me. I got that from Nikolai, and it's sitting there drying until I'm exactly sure what I want to do with it. I mean, it's always nice to have a bit of burl laying around, right? It was proper cold a couple of days ago. But, right now it's not too bad. I think we've got like 5 degrees outside. +5. So that's not bad in my opinion. But, it comes and goes like that. Depends on how the wind blows, to be honest. Just take some piss and rain. Okay. That's cold. Okay, so let me just do this. Oh, yep, sorry. There you go. Yeah. Nicola says I should take care of the thickness at the bottom. Still got like 4 or 5 mil at least down there. That's gonna be alright. Thank you, mate. I try my best. But yeah, I tried quite a few things, so yeah, it's not my first rodeo. But thank you, mate. I appreciate that. Let's see, I need the black one. Mate, I don't make funnels just like you do. I know, that was brutal. Michael is a proud member of the funnel club. And we're not talking about the olive ball that's laying over there under my drill press. We don't talk about that stuff. Nah, man. Sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't. It's really nice to sometimes just get a little bit different. You know? Have we done something with the texturing tool? But yeah, I decided not to. That's even fucking row. Oh well, mate. Shit happens, and then you die. Oh, actually, it's like life sucks, and then you die. But yeah, you know what I mean. But sometimes you get a little bit excited with the things you're working on. But you don't want to stop because turning balls and hollowing is really, really cool. So sometimes we just, shit happens. Oh, okay. Ooh, who posted a video? A Bumper Box built video. Oh. Nice. I'm going to have to look at that later. If you would, you can post your channel in the Discord. That way it'd be a lot easier for me to find. Just drop it in general chat. It's going to be really easy for me to find there. That'd be really nice of you if you would do that for me. Now I'm going to be really careful not to get this sanding sealer too much on the wax I already have put on. Because it's not going to dry evenly there. Yeah, it's a nice piece of ash, that's for sure. But you haven't seen this, have you? That's also a good piece. Yeah. Just waiting for this to dry. Thank you, mate. I'll take it out as soon as I'm done here. That I will. That I will. Now, the crazy part is my audio is not maxed out. I could potentially turn it up higher. Which is crazy. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's good. I think it's working well. Now let's hope it's just not going to fall off. Okay. Yeah, the salt and pepper grinder. The only have the pepper done. Because my wife cannot decide what the color she wants on the salt one. So yeah, it doesn't come around that often, I must say. But when it does, I try my best to steal it. Sorry. There you go. Nice shine on it. Nice little colours on it. Thank you, Bettina. I'm not really happy about that rim here. I think that's just bad. Not sure if I'm going to do something about that. Could potentially mount it up again and redo it, like this section. But yeah. Make a feature of it. Yeah, I could. But it's not like offset enough to be a feature. Right. There you go. Nice. Quilted, curly, call it what you want. Tiger, ash, ball. Now this makes me quite happy. It actually does. Really cool. Yeah. What do you guys think? right? I'm happy. I bought a flat with walnut black or some. Ooh, burn down walnut? Nah, you never get burnt on walnut, do you? No, because I'm not happy with that. I'll say 100 quid. If I were really happy with it, it's going to be like 120. But yeah. For a couple hours of work, I think that's should be what it's worth. I mean, if I weren't streaming, I'd probably done that faster. But yeah. 140? Yeah, I'd probably never sell it for that amount in Denmark. Nobody will pay that. Oh, US. I said pound. So, be about the same, isn't it? But there you go. Thank you for watching, everybody. It's I just need to find where my mouse is. Oh, there it is. So yeah. Thank you for watching, everybody. It was cool 2 days in a row. Take care. Be good to the world. The world will be good to you. I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching.